Most of us, of course, know, though, moving on this morning, that humor is good for our health. But did you know that 15 minutes of laughing, so a good ha-ha, knee slapping for 15 minutes, is as good for you as 90 minutes of rest? So that's a good reason to laugh.
That's impressive, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Liysa Callsen is a humorist, a performer, author, and speaker, and she also works at a hospital and is part of the Association for Applied Therapeutic Humor.
Hi.
Good morning,
Good
Liysa.
morning.
That's exciting. It kind of reminds me of, what is that Robin Williams character, Patch Adams?
Yes, you're exactly correct.
Is that similar to what you do?
The original Patch Adams is actually a member of AATH. So it's actually a true thing. I don't do that. I don't own a red nose, although my colleagues would want me to. But it's the same idea. It's about educating people that taking life lighter and laughing and finding things to become resilient about will be a better cause for living, I guess, all the way around.
And create healing, which I think is fantastic. This association of which you're a member, I mean, it's kind of like getting serious about humor, right?
Absolutely, and it's the craziest conference you've ever been to. Most people have never, you know, it's very strict and rigid. Here it's like, balloons and bubbles and red noses, and there are some pretty serious people that come there. I mean, it's international. Sweden comes there, and the research guy, and he's got tons of data of between clowns and hospital clowns, and there's just great stuff happening there. Educators, nurses, it's a great mix.
So let's break it down. Why does humor help? What does it specifically do for our bodies?
It does a lot of things. First of all, for me, I snort a lot when I laugh, so I'm getting more oxygen.
You do, me too.
You don't snort, you honk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yours is in your throat.
Right.
And it depends. You know it's really good if you get a snort out of me. So that's the laugh factor. But it also starts to circulate your blood a little bit. I'm not a doctor, so don't tell your doctor that I told you that, but it is true. And also the endorphins in your brain start to release. And that actually helps you with pain. So endorphins help you with alleviating pain.
Alleviate stress too, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So for example, if I was having a stressful day, any one of those 80s pictures would probably make me laugh. And I would be pretty much on my way for the day. I take it as a short spurt in my day. If I have an email that comes across and I'm like, ugh, I go and I look at a YouTube video that I know is really cool, and it kind of breaks that tension.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, you made the point to me that 15 minutes of laughing is as good as 90 minutes of rest.
Right.
What's the correlation there between laughing? I mean, you get that much kind of relief and that much, because rest, we know, is so good for us to recuperate.
Right. Have you ever noticed when you do have a good belly laugh that you're ready to go, the next thing you're ready to be productive? It's the same thing. Maybe rest is your form of rest. I'm a Energizer bunny, so laughing is going to be better for me than sitting down.
What if you don't feel like laughing though? Because we've talked about this on the show. Can you force it, and can it still have the same positive effect?
Yes, there is laughter yoga that does that. I don't know when I don't feel like laughing, except for, you know, probably crisis, but there's time to grieve, and then there's time to laugh. So even mirth, which is that little smile that you have, that's a form of lightheartedness. So that's definitely encouraged when you really don't want to laugh by yourself, but that's the best time to laugh sometimes.
So how can someone who's out there saying, okay, great, well, I'd love to laugh more, but, you know, I don't have really funny people around me, or I'm not really funny, or whatever it is.
You need to get new friends.
Yeah, right? How do they incorporate it in their life more there? How do they bring it to them?
Well, now with YouTube and the internet, there's so much there. So if you like cartoons, you love those little cartoons, then find them on the internet. YouTube, your favorite comedian, or like Kid President, that's so great.
I love
Google
Kid
it.
President.
Yeah, awesome.
And she's fighting cancer like a boss.
Like a boss! So, you know, you find the things that are for you. Caption contests. I mean, you may not be a stand-up comic, but you can find humor in a lot of things. And what that does is it starts to train you in resiliency. The more you allow to look at life a little lighter, the more you can laugh about things. And I thought about it on the way here. Like, my husband and I used to be like, I'm right. No, I'm right. Google it. I'm right. I'm right. And so now I laugh, and he's like, why are you laughing at me? Because otherwise we're going to be angry all day. And so it breaks the tension, and then it seems to happen more often.
And don't you think, seek out funny people? Like, if you're having a bad day, don't go to your like super serious downer friend. Go to your friend like him, right? Who's going to make you laugh. And there are some people, even when you're grieving, that can make you laugh.
Absolutely.
They can find something that you can laugh about.
Absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. And sometimes we can't avoid being around people that are downers because we are in.
Because they're family members?
Just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Well, but you know, the ways that how I've done that, there are people, let's say just passerbys, town, work, whatever. I now make them a sketch character in a future show that I'm ever going to do. I probably won't ever, but if I start looking at them as a character that I'm someday going to sketch, then I get through it.
It's so true. I always tell people my brain is like a cartoon. Like everything I see is in cartoon form. So when somebody's saying something and I don't want to be a part of that seriousness, they turn into a cartoon in my brain, and it's fantastic.
Like from Peanuts?
Yes, that one, or Garfield, you know,
works too.
whatever it is.
Use some great information resources. I wanted to share a website that you shared with us. You have a website. It's Liysa Callsen. Notice that it's Liysa Callsen.com. There's the book that you wrote, and you talked about growing up with 2 deaf parents, which I don't know how funny that is, but you find a way
kind of funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. You also shared another website that we don't have on screen there, but it's aath.org, and that's the association of which you're a member.
Correct.
And people can find out more information about that.
It's AATH. AATH. Association for Applied Therapeutic Humor.
Perfect.
.org.
Yeah, .org.
Thank you, Liysa.
So can I tell you one last joke?
Yeah.
As I was
Real quick.
driving in, I saw the big billboard for Time Warner, put WTMJ back on, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think that if they keep pulling it, they'll have static? We just, let them keep pulling it. Because now my friends in Sheboygan and stuff can't see me. I mean, they can't DVR it. So, I mean, this is a catastrophe.
This is a terrible day for you to be on for all your friends on Time Warner Cable.
We hear it all the
matter with
time.
that?
We'll have to rerun this segment. I like it. Thanks, Liysa. Appreciate it.